Walls, walls, walls. Walls built to last and built to protect. Built in different ways, using materials such as dressed stone, face brick, and cement plaster rendering. This latter method has been around for many years and is still used today. It is a cost-effective method of construction, but it needs more maintenance to keep looking good and to keep the weather out. All too often, plastered or rendered walls begin to look like this, and if left untreated, like this. The cause is the plaster or rendering is not always mixed correctly, or it dries out too quickly because of the weather, or it just gets old and develops shrinkage cracks. Whatever the reason, the problem is hairline cracks in plastered walls. Many specialized paints have been developed to bridge these cracks and prevent them from reappearing, and they've succeeded for a while. Eventually, even the best paint film hardens, erodes away, and the problem is there again and again and again. Now there is a permanent solution. With Crakgon, the problem is cured. Crakgon is a paint reinforcer, prevents paint cracking and peeling, ensures paint film thickness, and adds strength to the wall coating. Crakgon covers unsightly hair cracks. Compare the wall on the right of your screen to the same wall on your left. Crakgon is also ideal for interior walls. Crakgon is a glass fiber membrane and is made by drawing many single fibers from the molten tips of glass rods, spreading the fibers in a random pattern onto a moving conveyor, adding paint-compatible binder, drying and curing the membrane, slitting to width, reeling to length, and packing to customer requirements. Let's now look at how simple it is to apply Crakgon. Firstly, prepare the surface by removing loose and flaking paint. Fill the major cracks and smooth down. Secondly, after making sure the surface is clean, dry, and free of dust, apply a horizontal stripe of paint at the top of the surface to be coated. Thirdly, lift the Crakgon from the roll and attach it to the wet painted stripe. Ensure that the drop is vertical and even, then smooth Crakgon against the dry surface. Fourthly, paint through the Crakgon. Apply paint generously, as this will stick the Crakgon to the wall. As the paint dries, the Crakgon fiber pattern becomes clearly visible. At this stage, apply succeeding drops to completely cover the area with Crakgon. To ensure perfect joints, leave a 50mm wide vertical stripe of dry, unpainted Crakgon down the open edge of the material against which to butt the next drop. Tack the edges together to hold the new drop in place prior to painting fully. When the last drop has been applied and the paint is fully dried, then proceed to the fifth step. Go back to the starting point and apply the final generous coat of paint to completely fill and cover the Crakgon fiber pattern. Crakgon, the paint reinforcer, has been evaluated in long-term practical weathering tests by the Building Research Division of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. The 10-year report confirmed that there were no visible hair cracks in the panels coated with Crakgon reinforced paint. To kill those hair cracks once and for all, paint on Crakgon.